Parenting today isn't what it used to be, especially when trying to raise children with strong Islamic values. With the world changing faster than ever, and distractions coming from every corner, raising righteous children who hold on to their faith feels like a massive challenge. So, how do we raise children who are grounded in their faith, who see Islam not just as a set of rules, but as a guide, a light, and a source of strength? Let's take a journey into the heart of Islamic parenting and explore some of the essential, timeless principles that can help us raise children with strong faith, compassion, and integrity. 1. The foundation, our intention as parents. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Actions are judged by intentions." This reminder isn't just for our prayers or charity, but for parenting as well. Often, we may find ourselves focusing on our children's future achievements, their career success, or academic performance. But we have to ask ourselves, are we raising our children for this world alone, or are we also preparing them for the hereafter? Setting a pure intention, raising children to please Allah, not for personal pride or social status, is the first step. When our intention is clear, our path becomes easier. We can parent from a place of love, patience, and faith, rather than stress or pressure. Imagine parenting with the confidence that every good deed, every bit of kindness and wisdom you pass down is a sadaqah jariyah, a continuous charity for you in the hereafter. 2. Modeling, not just teaching. Children are always observing us, even when we think they aren't. They learn more from what we do than from what we say. As Islamic parents, we can't expect our children to pray, respect others, or stay honest if they don't see us doing these things ourselves. The Prophet was known to embody the Quran in his character. His life was his message. Similarly, we need to let our actions speak for us. If we want our children to value prayer, they should see us praying regularly with joy, not just as an obligation. If we want them to respect others, they should witness us showing respect to everyone around us, regardless of their background. Modeling good character is perhaps the most effective way to teach our children the beauty of Islam. 3. Creating a home of faith and tranquility. In today's world, children are exposed to information and influences from everywhere. Social media, school, and even friends can expose them to ideas that might pull them away from their faith. This is why it's essential to create a safe haven at home. Your home should feel like a sanctuary, a place of peace and connection to Allah. Consider small practices that can bring the family together in worship. Praying together as a family, reciting Quran before bed, having a weekly halaqah where you discuss Islamic teachings in a relaxed, enjoyable way. These routines don't just create structure, they build memories and feelings of warmth around the faith. When faith feels like a source of love and peace, children are more likely to hold on to it throughout their lives. 4th, encouraging a growth mindset with faith as the guide. In modern society, there's often pressure to achieve, to be the best. But Islam teaches us to focus on excellence rather than competition. Instead of pushing children to constantly achieve external success, let's encourage them to develop a growth mindset grounded in ihsan, or excellence. For example, if a child is struggling with a subject in school, rather than focusing solely on the grades, remind them that Allah rewards effort. In Islam, effort matters, and Allah loves those who strive for improvement. Teach your children that they don't need to be perfect. They need to do their best and seek Allah's help. This not only builds resilience, but also helps them understand that they don't need to compete with others. They need to focus on becoming the best version of themselves. 5. Open communication and answering questions with compassion. Children today have questions. They see and hear things that might confuse them about faith, about life, about who they are. Islamic parenting means creating an environment where children feel safe to come to us with any question, no matter how uncomfortable it might feel. Think of Luqman's advice to his son in the Quran, where he openly shared wisdom, warned against wrongdoing, and encouraged gratitude. This was a loving, patient approach. When our children ask questions, we need to be prepared to listen calmly, answer patiently, and reassure them with compassion. If we don't know the answer, it's okay to say, "Let's find out together." By doing so, we're teaching them that Islam is a faith of knowledge, inquiry, and understanding. We don't shut doors on curiosity. We open them with kindness. 6. Encouraging friendships and connections with other believers. In today's world, who your child associates with can have a powerful impact on their character and beliefs. The Prophet emphasized the importance of good companions, saying that the example of a good friend is like a perfume seller. You benefit from their company, even if you don't directly buy from them. Encourage your children to form friendships with those who share their values and morals. If possible, join family-friendly Islamic events, volunteer together at the mosque, or encourage them to participate in youth groups. When children find friends who remind them of Allah, they are more likely to support each other in staying connected to faith. 7. The power of dua in parenting. Sometimes, despite all our best efforts, parenting can feel overwhelming. We can't control everything, and that's okay. Allah reminds us in the Quran that our children, like everything else, are a trust from Him. Our job is to do our best, to plant the seeds of faith, and to then turn to Allah for guidance and strength. Dua, or supplication, is one of the most powerful tools we have as parents. Prophet Ibrahim made a dua for his offspring, asking Allah to make them among those who establish prayer. Prophet Zachariah prayed for righteous children. Their examples remind us that we can and should ask Allah to guide our children and to keep them steadfast. Don't underestimate the power of a parent's sincere dua. Make it a habit to ask Allah to protect your children, to guide them, and to strengthen their hearts with faith. Pray for their happiness, health, and success in this world and the next. When you make dua for them, you're placing your trust in the One who controls all hearts, who has power over all things. Parenting in modern times is undoubtedly challenging, but with Allah's guidance, we have the strength to raise righteous children. Remember that parenting is a journey, a long, sometimes difficult, but deeply rewarding one. You're building not only your child's future, but also your legacy and your reward in the hereafter. If you take away one thing from this, let it be this: parenting is a form of worship. Every smile, every hug, every bit of wisdom and care you offer is a form of love for Allah. Every time you gently remind your child about faith, every time you listen patiently, every prayer you make for them, it all counts. Let's raise children who are connected to Allah, who find peace in prayer, and who see Islam as a gift, not just a set of rules. And let's remember to seek Allah's guidance at every step, knowing that He is with us, helping us, and blessing our efforts. Together, we can raise a generation that lives with faith, compassion, and resilience in a world that truly needs it.
If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support helps us grow and reach more people. Also, if you'd like to help us produce even more frequent and high-quality content, consider contributing to us on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and it means the world to us. So, share with your friends, and let's keep this journey going together. Thanks for all your support.